السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد، إن أصدق حديث كتاب الله عز وجل وأحسن هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدث في الإسلام بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. All praise be to Allah Azza wa Jal. We praise Him and we extol Him and we send after salatu salam and the Rasulullah khayra khalqillah. I bear witness publicly there is nothing worthy of worship except Allah Ta'ala, and I bear witness that Muhammad ibn Abdullah is his slave and his final messenger. Amma ba'd. As would follow my dear brother Salam Iman, as I stand here, there are so many issues. As we come to the end of this blessed season of worship, so many issues, there are so many things that are happening in and around the world today, at home, across the border, in Africa, in the Indian subcontinent. I didn't know where to start and what we should be speaking about and what is the message that I should deliver today. We know, or we may have heard or may not have heard about the atrocities taking place in the Kashmir province between India and Pakistan. How the Muslims, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah, are being oppressed in that part of the world. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. When we hear about those atrocities and how it's been occurring for so many years, decades in that part of the world, we have to remember and reflect on the hadith of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said that the Muslims kun bunyan, they're like one body or one wall, they're together. If one part of the body hurts, the whole body experiences sleeplessness. So we're affected. We should be affected by what's happening to our Muslim brothers and sisters in the Kashmir. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. We hear about the bomb blast that took place recently in Kabul, in Afghanistan. Now, innocent people, over 20 or 30 innocent people were dead, killed. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. Last week, the week before that, in Mogadishu, the bomb blast, innocent people are being killed. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. And we might have heard about what happened here and what happened next door to us in the United States, where just last weekend, there were 2 mass shootings, one day after the other, where over 29 people were killed and 53 people were injured. What happened was on last weekend, the long weekend, last Saturday, a gunman went inside the Walmart and he just started shooting with a semi-automatic rifle and killed so many people, mostly from the Mexican, Hispanic ethnicity. Killed them. For what reason? No reason. And then the day after that, in Ohio, in Dayton, Ohio, people were killed. Innocent people were killed. And here at home, in Toronto, 13 different shootings occurred last weekend. And one was a young Somalian boy who was at the peak of his youth, 16 years old. He was found dead after he was dead for 2 hours in the stairwell. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. Up until today, our youth are hiding in the stairwells as if they are not a part of the society. They are not feeling that they're part of the society. So there are so many things that are taking place. Where to start? Kashmir, Somal, Afghanistan, the States, Canada. There's so many things. And it's depressing and it's heartbreaking. So today, bidnillah, after we mourn these deaths, and we say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. From Allah we come, and to Allah is our return. Let us celebrate our life. Let us be happy and pleased that we are alive at this moment, that we have a chance. All of us who are alive right now, we all have a chance to reap the remaining fruits of this blessed season of worship. We should be thankful that Allah Azza wa Jal has given us life and we're alive right now. Bidnillah. So, as we know that Allah Ta'ala has taken oaths, He swears by certain things. And we know, we should know as Muslims, that when Allah Azza wa Jal, He swears by a thing, He takes an oath by a thing, it's to indicate its importance. Allah Azza wa Jal, He has made an oath by the Fajr, wal Fajr, wal Layalin Ashr. Al-Akhir ayah, Allah Azza wa Jal, He's making an oath by the morning time, the Fajr, the morning time. But the Mufassirin say that this is specifically referring to the Yom al-Nahr, the day, the morning of the sacrifice, Ba'd al-Eid, wal Layalin Ashr. And the 10 nights is referring to the 10 blessed days of Dhul Hijj, the first 10 days of Dhul Hijj. Wallahi alhamd. Allah is also mentioned in His book, وَالسَّمَاءِ ذَاتِ الْبُرُوجِ وَيَوْمِ مَوْعُودٍ وَشَاهِدٍ وَمَشْهُودٍ. Allah He has mentioned about by the wasama, the heavens and the buruj, referring to the sun, the moon, and the stars. All of those things which are in the heavens. And Allah says about the promised day and the day of the witness and the witness. The promised day is the day of judgment, which we should all be preparing for by doing good deeds, by associating with good people, by looking for opportunities to better ourselves, our community, and the society as a whole. That's so as to prepare for what? The standing in front of Allah Ta'ala. La infama wa la banun. Illa man ata Allah bi qalbin salim. Allah Azza wa Jal says that time we're going to stand in front of Allah Azza wa Jal when we'll have no benefit from our wealth and our family, except for those who come in front of Allah with a sound heart. Allah Azza wa Jal, He mentioned the witness refers to the day of Jum'ah, which we are in right now. The best day, the most auspicious day of the week. Wallah alhamd. And we are in the witnessed, which is referring to the 9th day of Dhul Hijj. Wallah alhamd. The day of Arafah, which will be tomorrow. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Inshallah, if Allah Azza wa Jal gives us life, we should all have the intention, the niyyah of fasting tomorrow. Looking back on these first blessed 10 days of Dhul Hijj, we all had an opportunity to do good deeds. Those of us who did not avail themselves of that opportunity, hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel. There's nothing we can do to turn back the hands of time. Whatever happened in the past is khalas. We can't turn back the hands of time. But looking forward, we all have the opportunity to pray, to fast, to give in charity, to make more dua, to make more salah, and do whatever we can do to prepare ourselves for the coming day of Arafah, which is Bukhra. Only Allah Azza wa Jalla knows if we'll live to see tomorrow. But at least we should have a good intention and a niyyah to looking forward into the future, bi'idhnillah, and Allah Azza wa Jalla knows if we'll reach it, to do good deeds. Because we want to reach tomorrow, the day of Arafah. And this is the best and most beloved day to Allah Azza wa Jal. Because these 10 days has in it Yawm al-Arafah, which is tomorrow. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. This day of Arafah is a day which has been preferred by Allah Azza wa Jal by all the other days of the year, 365 days of the year. This day of Arafah is preferred by Allah over all the other days, and is a day where sins are forgiven, where the du'as are risen up to Allah Azza wa Jal. And the Messenger of Allah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that Allah Ta'ala, He descends, He makes the nuzul on this day of Arafah. Allah Azza wa Jal, He descends every night in a manner which befits His majesty. Every night to the lowest heaven, but specifically on the 9th day of Dhul Hijj, which is tomorrow. Allah Azza wa Jal coming down, and He is speaking about the inhabitants, those people on this earth, specifically those people who went and left their homes, they left their businesses, they collected their wealth, and they made that sacred journey to Hajj. And may Allah Azza wa Jal bring them back with Hajj Mabrur. Allahumma ameen. They have left. Allah Azza wa Jal says to those inhabitants in the heaven, look at my slaves on earth, specifically referring to those standing on the Mount of Arafah. Look at them. They have left from their homeland, disheveled, and their hair is dusty, traveled, seeking my mercy. Allah Azza wa Jal saying to the Malaika, those in the heavens, what do these people want? What do they seek? Allah Azza wa Jal has preferred this day of Arafah over all the other days. And Allah Azza wa Jal has perfected our deen on this beloved day of Arafah. Allah Azza wa Jal says, Al-Yawm akmaltu deenakum. This, Allah Azza wa Jal says, on that day, He has perfected our Islamic way of life. On that day of Arafah, Allahu Akbar, we are alive. And inshallah, may Allah Azza wa Jal give us the life so we can see it tomorrow. And we can reap the benefits of praying, fasting, giving charity, starting from today in preparation for tomorrow. This ayah was revealed on the day of Arafah. It was revealed on the day of Jummah, which coincided with the 9th of Dhul Hijj. Umar ibn Khattab was with the Messenger of Allah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam on the blessed day of Hajj, on the Friday, the Jummah, on the 9th of Dhul Hijj, Waqf al Mount of Arafah. When this ayah was revealed, Umar ibn Khattab, he started to cry. The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he looked at Umar Khattab. He said, "What makes you cry?" Umar Khattab, he said that our deen is being perfected this day. And anything that reaches its pinnacle, its peak of perfection, is bound to decline. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is Sadaq, Ya Umar Sadaq. You have spoken the truth. We also, my dear Salam and Iman, must celebrate and commemorate and appreciate our lives, not by just looking forward to tomorrow, but the following days after tomorrow. Ayyam Tashriq. Because the following days is something which will commemorate the acts of worship by Ibrahim alayhi salam, Khalil ar-Rahman, and his son Ismail. The sacrifice that they made for the sake of Allah. Ibrahim alayhi salam, as a young lad, he left his father and his people for the sake of Allah. They tried to kill him, as we all know the story. We tell our children the story by throwing him into the fire. After they tried to burn him to death, and he left, Allah tells us what he said. قَالَ وَقَالَ إِنِّي ذَهِبٌ إِلَى رَبِّي سَيَهْدِينَ. Ibrahim alayhi salam said, after they tried to kill him, his father and his people, I'm leaving and I'm going to my Lord. He will guide me. He will be the one to guide me. He said, Rabbi habli mina salihin. He said, oh my Lord, let me have the company of the righteous. Keep me in the company of the righteous. فَبَشَرْنَهُ بِغُلَامٍ حَلِيمٍ. Allah gave him the glad tidings of a righteous son. فَلَمَّا بَلَغَ مَهُ سَعَى قَالَ يَا بُنَيَّ إِنِّي أَرَى فِي مَنَامِي أَنْ أَذْبَحُكَ فَانْظُرْ مَاذَا تَرَوْنَ. He said, oh my son, I see you in my dream that I am slaughtering you. So tell me, what is your opinion of this thing? He said, the righteous son, Ismail alayhi salam, he says, قال يا أبتي افعل ما تؤمر ستجدوني إن شاء الله من الصابرين. Allahu Akbar. The righteous son, when he was able to walk with his father, Ibrahim alayhi salam, he said, oh my son, I see in my dream that I'm slaughtering you. The righteous son submitted to the father and said, oh my dear father, ya abati, in a most polite manner, do whatever you've been ordered to do. And you will find me, insha'Allah, by the permission of Allah, one of those who are patient. Allah Azza wa Jal gave the bushra, the glad tidings to Ibrahim alayhi salam about him getting a son. And the Mufassirin said that he reached the noble age of 86 years old. Allahu Akbar. He was given the bushra, the glad tidings, when his wife passed childbearing age. She was barren. She was sick. She could not bear children. Allah cured his wife and gave him a child, a boy, when he was at the age of 86. Allahu Akbar. From that day forward, my dear Salam Iman, we have been blessed by this prescribed sunnah of slaughtering a ram, an animal, Yawm Nahr, which is the first day after Eid, the morning, what Fajr Allah says, in the morning time. And the 3 days following that, they call it Ayyam Tashriq, the days of cutting the meat into strips and laying them down in the sun to dry. This has been narrated by Jabir, and the Jabir Mutim, who said that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Ayyam Tashriq kul hadib, that the days of slaughter, Tashriq, are all for sacrifice. Allah says in his book, لَن تَنَالُوا اللَّهَ لُحُومَهَا وَلَا دِمَاهَا وَلَكِنْ يَنَالُهُ تَقْوَى مِنْكُمْ. Allah says, it is not the meat, it is not the blood that reaches Allah, but it is the piety of the heart. We lost so many of our brothers and sisters, and so many of our brothers and sisters are being tortured, they're being oppressed. We hear about the young Somali youth, just 16 years old, he got his life cut short. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen for being blessed with this opportunity of life, that we can do good things with our life. We can give charity. We can give good advice. We can involve in good Islamic work. But most of all, we can be a good person within ourselves and look forward to doing more good deeds for the sake of Allah. There's many rulings that are attached to this udhiyah, the qurbani, the sacrifice. So let me mention a few of these blessings. that this is a sunnah. The first and foremost, the most important thing that we all must understand about offering the sacrifice is that this is a sunnah. This is a sunnah. And there's many hadiths about the importance of reviving the sunnah. We don't have time to mention them all. But it's a blessed thing that Ibrahim alayhi salam started just from his intention. He had a sound intention to do this for the sake of Allah, and Allah told him that he had fulfilled his intention, but he carried it out. He didn't let anything get in his way. Allahu Akbar. So the first thing we have to understand is that this is a sunnah mustahab. This is a highly recommended sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. And the Messenger of Allah ﷺ used to sacrifice at least one ram. At least one ram. It was a sunnah for us to slaughter at least one ram for the sake of Allah Ta'ala. That he would ﷺ slaughter at least one ram or a fatted sheep and for himself and the members of his family, and he would distribute in charity. So the general ruling of the udhiyah is that it should be performed by a sane adult. The sane adult of our family should perform the udhiyah. And according to the Hanafi scholars, they say that this is something which is wajib. That a Muslim, in every family, every household, the Muslim man, one person, must slaughter. It is wajib. And if he does not have the money at the end of the year, he wasn't able to save $2 or $3 a week or $5 or a week or whatever to put aside for this blessed, to fulfill this blessed sunnah, then he must borrow the money. This is the opinion of the Hanafi madhab. But the other scholars, they say that it is something which is highly recommended. It is a sunnah muakkada. It's a strongly recommended sunnah. And that they should perform it. That the Muslims, we should perform the udhiyah. So, how should this meat be distributed? Should we slaughter and just eat? No. We should distribute it in 1/3 for ourselves and our family, 1/3 for the poor and the needy, and 1/3 for the other family members. So we should distribute, we should separate and portion off the meat, the lahm of the khuruf, and distribute it in this manner. This is the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. In the end, Allah Azza wa Jal, He alone knows who can afford and who cannot afford. Who is able and who is not capable of performing udhiyah. As occurs in a Sahih Hadith, the Messenger of Allah ﷺ said, "Inna Allah la yanduru ila suwarikum, wala ila alwanikum, walakin yanduru ila qulubikum a'malikum." Allah Azza wa Jal, He does not look at our shapes. Allah Azza wa Jal, He does not look at the color of our skins. But what Allah looks at and scans and checks is our hearts. Our hearts and our actions. Do our actions coincide with that which is in our hearts? In any case, as long as we're alive, my dear Iman, we have life in our body to do so many things, we should take the benefit. During these last final moments of the season of worship, we should take the benefit. May Allah Azza wa Jal give us the tawfiq tomorrow to be able to fast for the sake of Allah, and the following day so that we can offer the udhiyah ba'd al-Eid. Amin, amin, amin. Bismillah, salatu salam, ala Rasulullah, wa ala alihi wa sayyidina tabihuda wa ba'd. Please, brothers, come forward. Make room for those coming late at the back. Bidnillah. Jazakallah khair. To end off our khutbah today, I'd like to leave us with a few more narrations, inshallah, on the importance of the udhiyah and the arafah. Bidnillah. For those who are coming in late, as we all know, there are many atrocities happening around the world. Our brothers and sisters are suffering in Kashmir. There's a bomb blast that occurred in Afghanistan and Kabul. There's a bomb blast that happened in Mogadishu. Innocent people are being killed. In America, mass shootings here in our city. These are all things that are happening. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Now that we are here, at this moment, we're alive and well. We have health, we have wealth. We have all of these things. Let us benefit. These are the final moments of this blessed season of worship. There's a hadith in the authority of Jabir anhu, who narrated the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, there is no day better in the sight of Allah Azza wa Jal than the day of Arafah. Also in the authority of Abu Qatat, who narrated the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, fasting the day, Yawm al-Arafah, the day of Arafah expiates 2 years' sins, the previous year's sins and the coming year's sins. With this in mind, my dear Muslim Iman, we should make preparations to fast. We should make preparations today with Allah, before too late. We do not know if we will live to see tomorrow. We do not know if we will live to see the moment after tomorrow. We should make preparations today. If we're involved in any munkarat, any haram, any bad things, then we should leave them off now. Start fresh. Start fresh. Make preparations today to fast tomorrow, bi'idhnillah. Also, in regards to the udhiyah, the sacrifice is been recorded in the Musnad of Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal and Ibn Majah. The Prophet ﷺ said, whosoever can afford to make the udhiyah, to offer a sacrifice, but does not do so, then let them not approach our prayer area. So may Allah Azza wa Jalla bless all of us. May Allah Azza wa Jalla make it easy for us to fast tomorrow on the 9th of Dhul Hijj, that day of Arafah. Let us, may Allah Azza wa Jalla help us. May us use our halal wealth and make that sacrifice and spend it in the path of Allah, and go and find a place to make the udhiyah and eat from it and distribute it. Find those who are family members who you're not in the custom of speaking to. Send them some of the meat. Find those who are poor and needy and distribute to them. May Allah Azza wa Jalla bless all of us and keep all of us guided ala sabil al-rashad. Amin, amin, amin. Inna Allah wa malaikatu yusalluna ala nabi. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما صليت على ابراهيم وعلى ال ابراهيم انك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما باركت على ابراهيم وعلى ال ابراهيم انك حميد مجيد. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنه وفي الاخره حسنه وقنا عذاب النار.